are on Jameson Williams. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Eagles and the Bills on Sunday night.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between our visitors and the Buffalo Bills. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another shot?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 11 catches, 119 yards, and the score.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rate.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Touchdown, Eagles! Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Lawrence to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Adam Thielen, 27 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 1st down, Hurts. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Hunter Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Lawrence's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Holding offense.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack. And this time he got caught.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Lawrence. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Hurts to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hunter Henry doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 27, Lawrence. Ertz has it left side. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Corey Davis, 72 yards, and the Bills are able to cut him. extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Eagles. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. Example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defenders certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him. They haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts going deep here for Watkins. And got his man complete. 20. Touchdown, Houston. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lawrence. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Brandon Smith make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Lawrence to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
The slot man in motion right. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On third down, here's Eckler. And down he'll go at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll look to set up his blockers. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on second and long. Hurts. He's got a man, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins. As time expires in the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now Lawrence on first down. Dancing to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Lawrence. And that is incomplete here.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And to throw again is Lawrence. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Brandon Smith, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence. That is caught by Lamb.
Touchdown, Bills.
C.D. Lamb.
38 yards.
And the Bills are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. Houston set to take over. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
81 yards.
And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And now out come the Bills.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Check, opposite. Kill.
Eckler now between the tackles. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And now out comes Houston.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Shoves him aside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Eagles are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills ready to take over. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Flushed it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Lawrence.
Finding Ertz here on the out route.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And taken at the 46. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. McPherson on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Lawrence's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Ertz has it left side.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Back to throw again. Caught right side, Davis.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Here we go, set.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle with Eckler. They juked him. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Now Lawrence. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second down and goal. Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Lawrence going to throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lawrence. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Lawrence.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence on the slant. He's got Davis.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Now Lawrence on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And here come the Bills. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that score.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but...
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Taken in at the 3. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Left side to Lamb. He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A final shot now from Lawrence.
Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for our visitors, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season.